So we're going to follow the Trans-European Trail today. It is quite loud for original exhaust. Am I that stupid? I'm in Belgium, by the way. But I have to say, with my... I've been riding a lot of bikes. I think until now this is the best off-road bike that I've tried. So, good afternoon and welcome yet to another video. Today we're on the Tuareg 660 Rally on brand new STR tires, and we're going to do a review. We're going to do first impressions, a full review, because I have this bike for 2 weeks. I've picked it up 10 minutes ago, so I think it's a good time to do first impressions. Of course we're going to ride off-road because this bike needs to ride off-road. It is on STR tires, so we need to remember that, of course, but we'll see how it manages. So I am personally also interested in this bike, so I could be a little bit biased. I need to warn you for that. First thing I notice is the sound. It is quite loud for original exhaust. Sounds very good. Typical 2-cylinder engine, of course. The gas or the throttle is quite aggressive, which is nice. Also, the seating position for me is pretty good. As you may know, I am around 1.86 meters, around 6'1", I think, in freedom measurements. And yeah, interesting bike. Again, I'm looking for a lighter ADV bike, a little bit the same as the T7 or the Tuareg in this case, Cove, QBL. Let's see which way I need to go. One moment. I'm using Osmond, by the way, with my SP Connect mount. Neutral is quite interesting. I think I need to go left. Yes, I need to go left. So we're going to follow the Trans-European Trail today. So a little off-road section here in the south of Netherlands, which is absolutely beautiful, by the way. I really like this area. So beautiful. But yeah, first impressions are really good. Of course, I've used the RS660 for a week, so in terms of comfort, this one is a really big plus. And the Tuareg Rally has a little bit of a stiffer suspension for off-road. Oh, I need to go straight too. It has a little bit of stiffer suspension for off-road, and it's a little bit higher, but for me it's perfect. We'll go left. So first off-road section. So mode buttons same as with the RS660, just on the right. Now let's take it easy because it's not my bike and it doesn't have the knobby tires that I love on my bikes, but people say that it is lacking in terms of bottom and power. But I have to say, with my with my experience, it's pretty good. Now, of course, we're also going to talk about the road, but I've done already a review about the normal Aprilia Tuareg 660. That one is a little bit more road biased, so I would love to refer you to that one. This is about the Tuareg Rally in this case. I'm loving this bike already. So, a little bit of a story. I've ridden a lot of ADV bikes, GS's, the new R12 GS 890, 690, T7. I've owned also quite a lot, not the T7, but most of them I did own. And yeah, I'm quite fond of off-roading, of course not the extreme things, but in my last vacation in the TED trip, Trans-European Trail, in this case not the Netherlands but in France, I noticed that the clutch and everything wasn't very good, especially on the R12 for tactical terrain. And I wanted something lighter, but not too light. I've had the 690, and 690 is again a little bit too light, and I don't like single cylinders. So this should be on paper the perfect bike for me. It's around 199 kilos. And yeah. Quite curious if this bike is anything like the brochure says. What I'm most curious about is the technical terrain, and of course how it handles its weight. I'm also going to try the Cove 800 this afternoon. So could be an interesting comparison. Maybe I'm gonna make a separate video about that. But again, my first impressions are really good. Need to do a little bit of a of course these tires are not the best, especially in this loose sand. Liking it until now. I'm sure that with the right tires it even rides a lot better. But for now I'm quite impressed. So on the road it handles like expected, handles like a big dirt bike, and it's just an ADV bike of course. I can't believe that this bike only has 80 horsepower. It feels a lot stronger and a lot more aggressive. Really liking this engine until now. I missed a turn, so I need to go back. But yeah, the engine feels absolutely awesome. Need to correct my SP connect, by the way. I'm sorry for this interesting video. I'm in Belgium, by the way. So on the road I think it's a pretty fine bike. Did I miss it again? My god. Am I that stupid? But I like it on the road. It is fun, you know. It is a fun bike, and I think it's big enough to do some travel with it. But it's also small enough to do some interesting off-road sections. So I'm a big Aprilia fan, so again I'm a little bit biased, but I'm liking it until now. Okay, the traction control is a bit too aggressive in off-road mode, especially with these STR tires. It keeps cutting in. It's not the most ideal situation, so I'm gonna look if the traction control can be turned off a little bit. I think it's the ATC, so Aprilia traction control. It's better, certainly better, but these tires are absolute shit in loose end. So let's do a little walk around and let's do my final conclusions. The looks of this bike are starting to grow me. First off, I kinda like it. It's not the best looking bike, but it looks the business and it looks very technical and utilitarian. Yeah, it's quite an interesting bike to look at. There's a lot going on. The red frame, the colors, the headlight. I do like the headlight, and I do like the bike much better with a high fender. Yeah. So of course, we've been riding on STR tires and they're on the road perfectly fine. I really like them. But off-road, of course, it feels like, especially when riding on loose terrain, it feels like you're riding on ice. But it's okay. And my first impressions of this bike are really good. If I'm honest, I've been riding a lot of bikes. I think until now this is the best off-road bike that I've tried. So better than the 890, better than the 790, better than the Destex, better than the R12 GS, better than the 1300, better than 1250, better than 1200. It's just, it is light, but it's not too light. I really like the engine, it's quite exciting. You can adjust a lot of things. Suspension is also really good. Yeah, I don't have any issues with this bike, and I do like the look a little bit better than before. It's also the perfect height for me. It's also really nice. I like the engine. I like the power it gives. Gives a lot of power, more than enough. I do like the look. Even the tail light doesn't look too bad. For me, the ergonomics are perfect. Comfort is also, by the way, very good. I'm really liking it. Yeah. I can't wait for the full review. I'm going to do a little bit more off-roading. And I'm really going to think about what I'm going to say, not as this video. This is more a first impressions video. And then I will think if I'm going to buy it or not. I'm liking it. Really liking it. Still weird that the exhaust is a little bit offset, but that's okay. It's very functional. Yeah, I'm liking it. This is of course not the most exciting video, but hopefully you liked it anyway. And if you do, please leave a like, and if you have any questions about this bike, please leave a comment down below. And hopefully I will see you in the next video in the full review. Thanks for watching.
Hey, are you still watching? Good, good. Thank you very much for watching this video until the end. I hope you liked it, and if you do, please consider to subscribe, because that would really help the channel. For now, if you want to see anything more, this is my recommended video for you. This is my latest video for you, and again, if you want to subscribe, please tap here.